got our back taken. You don't want to be here. This is one of the worst positions in jiu-jitsu. He could put the rear naked choke on me. He could put the bow and arrow choke, all these gi chokes. It is not safe to be here. You need to learn how to get out, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get out. So by the end of this video, you're going to not be afraid of someone taking your back anymore because you're going to be safe and you're eventually going to escape. Okay, so he has my back. Normally, it's not going to be just sitting up like this. We're either going to be on one side or the other. But just for teaching purposes, it's easier for you to see it here. The number one thing that we have to watch out for is the choke, okay? So first step, before any escape thoughts come into your brain, is do not get choked. Protect your neck. How I'm gonna do that is with a baseball grip. Everyone, I don't care if you play baseball or not, you've held a baseball bat before. All right, it's usually the right hand over the left if you're righty, left hand over the right if you're lefty. So out of this situation, it's gonna be like I'm a righty batter. So my thumb, I'm gonna use thumbs for this grip. I'm gonna go to the wrist, and the other one, I'm gonna come over, boom. I basically just wanna grab that wrist, because this is the one that's gonna be choking you. I'm not doing it on this hand, because then he's just gonna put this around my neck and choke me. Okay? So I don't want him to get the rear naked choke, and I don't want him to get that thumb in my collar. That's even worse. So step one, if I can't reach, if he's too high, I'm just gonna pull this down, get my thumb in, and get right here. All right, so with this arm, Caleb, your right arm, not the left, choke me. Yes, choke it. Why can't he choke me? Because my two arms are always gonna be stronger than his one. And if he ever undid it, I'm out. Okay, so let's go back. So step one, baseball bat grip on this hand, the choke hand, the one that's over your shoulder. Step two, elbow clamp on the bottom arm. I don't want him to be able to get this arm out or this arm out. I want him trapped right here, okay? Now in the gi, I always prefer to fall to the underhook side, the one where his arm's under my armpit. And I'll show you why in a second. No. He's gonna maybe try to bring me to that side, the choke side, choke arm side. If that's the case, my heels go to my butt, I rock up. Don't just try to go that way, it's gonna be really hard. Rock up his shoulders, rock up and around, and we come back to this side. So what this does is two things for me. Number one, my elbow's clamping this bottom arm, now all my weight's on it. The fact for him to get this out, even if he got a rear naked choke grip on me, for him to get this out to finish the choke, pull this out, it's gonna be really tough for him to get that hand out. Why? Because all my weight's on it and I'm clamping it. I don't want him to get the choke, but I wanna make it really hard for this arm to come out. So he's got his hands connected. I got this one here, he's got that. Now we're on the side, okay? What I wanna do from here, if you're loving these videos, the easiest thing you can do to help support me and what we're doing is subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I make a new video like this, you'll get notification. This will really help boost me up into the algorithms and it would mean the world to me, so thank you. Now let's get back to that video. The first step is I want to pop out the bottom hook. The top hook really doesn't matter. The top hook is not keeping me where I'm at. This bottom hook is. So I don't care about the top hook. Don't worry about reaching down and popping that out. Don't reach down with anything. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our foot to pop this bottom hook out. So just gonna reach up, find his heel, punch it to the floor. My knee comes through, and I like to put my foot right over his ankle. So now the chances of him pulling that hook back out and putting it back inside my inner thigh is slim to none. Try to pull that hook out, it's trapped. I've trapped his hook. If I just do this, now he's just gonna put it back in. So I kick it out, I bring my leg over and I bring my heel over his ankle and I try to bring his heel to his own butt, which makes it basically trapped. Now the scraping begins, okay? I need to use the floor to scrape him off of my back. And I like to utilize the wall to show you how I do this. So let's bring it up to the wall. So make believe that we're on the floor right now. This is the floor, he's on my back, I fell to the underhook side, I clamp, I lock. I can't really do the right foot kicking this out because then I'll fall. But let's just say this hook's out from my foot. I hook it behind. He's not getting that hook back. I'm gonna use the wall to scrape him off my back now. So I'm gonna hold tight and watch. Scrape, scrape. I'm just turning my body. I'm scraping, scraping, scraping. Now look, once my back is completely flat on the wall or the floor, the choke is gone. Choke me. He can't get his arm around my neck anymore because the floor is in the way. Look, I'm sorry, the wall or the floor will be in the way. Go around my neck for a rear naked choke. The floor is protecting me, the wall is protecting me. Once my back is flat, I'm gonna look into him and turn. Never am I gonna turn away. The biggest white belt mistake I see is they do everything perfect, they get their back to the wall, and they turn the wrong way and they get their back retaken. No, scrape them off and then turn into him. So let's do that on the floor. Step 1, baseball back grip. Step 2, elbow clamp tight. Step 3, follow the floor. Step 4, heel, kicks it down, knee comes out, find the ankle, put his heel to his butt. All right, so to start the scraping process, I like to put my head on the floor. Okay, that just starts it up. And it makes it really hard for him to choke me. If he's gonna slip a choke in right now, he can. If he's gonna slip a choke in right now, it's really hard because the floor blocks the choke. Now remember, his choke, make a pointer, is going to show the way of your escape, okay? So if this is the choke arm and he's pointing that way, that's the side I wanna go to. The choke will show you the escape. It'll point the way to the escape. So all right, he's pointing that way. This is the side I go on, head on the floor. Now scrape, just like we did on the wall, scrape. He's gonna be trying to hold me tight. He doesn't want me to scrape off. Scrape, scrape, scrape. All right, now my back is completely flat on the floor. Once the back is completely flat, you could drive into him. Never away, because then he retakes your back. Always turn and look into him. Now watch, I'm gonna use my elbow, I'm gonna push it down to the floor, and I'm gonna make a big turn. Switch my feet, switch my elbows. Oh. And now I'm in his guard. And that's what a perfect back escape would look like. Things go wrong, things happen, but this is what we want. We want to just escape, turn, and now we're in his guard. Now we can start passing his guard, taking his back, okay? But let me tell you what's gonna happen. Here's exactly what's gonna happen. Probably 6 times out of 10, depending on how good are the guys you go with. Head on the floor, push, scrape, trap. Once you scrape and you get your shoulder blades, your back flat on the floor, this is what's gonna happen. Now. If you're not ready for it, okay? He's gonna forget what he's doing and he's just gonna go right to the mount. So what I wanna do is, of course, if I start to see him come up to mount, if I can slow first, that would be great. But if he's already got the head start, here's what I do. I don't need this choke hand anymore. It's not gonna choke me. I can release it. I'm gonna bridge my hips all the way up in the air. Look at how high of a platform he has to climb up on to mount now, which is gonna make it really easy for me now to go to ankle and knee, come up to mount, push it between my legs for half guard. And I have an underhook here. And then from here, I could open up this other knee, get my knee inside, come back to a guard. You'd rather be here than him on your back. Of course, I would have loved to have turned and spun into his guard. That would have been better, but I'll take this any day of the week rather than him on my back. So you have to train this over and over and over and over, or you can just get the reps in your rolls. Just know that the second your back hits the floor, his next step, if I could read his mind, his next step is gonna be, oh crap, he's gonna mount me. So if I just stay low, he's just gonna step over. It's an easy mount. But what if I do this? Heels to butt, heels to butt. Now he's gotta take a big step over and his foot won't even hit the ground, which makes it real easy now to just slide it down my groin, clobber that thing up into half guard. My hand's already nice and tight, so it's an easy underhook. Turn, open, knee goes in to the ceiling, one little shrimp out, and we're back to guard. The reason we fall to where his finger's pointing is because if he happens to get a grip, okay, and I fall to the side he's pointing to, and I do everything I just told you, look what happens to the choke. I often get asked, what is a good supplement to my training? How could I get better faster? I get asked this question all the time. People from other schools, from direct messages, comments. I have the answer. It's called Matt Arroyo Academy 2.0. I created this with that in mind. How could I get someone better faster? So you'll get access to 16 of my best-selling courses, which are no fluff, just systems from every single position that you could just plug in and have success with. And then also, I'm gonna be teaching 2 live classes every month, and I'm gonna be going over a specific topic. So for example, side control escapes would be 1 month, mount attacks another month, and at the end of each class, there's plenty of time for Q&A. So any questions you had over the week, let me know and I'll answer your question, and you will get better faster. This will cut your learning curve in half. To sign up now, click the link in the description and let's get started. Let's do this. I'll see you on the inside. Okay, and I fall to the side he's pointing to, and I do everything I just told you. Look what happens to the choke when I turn. 1, 2, it unravels the choke. But what happens if we fell to the choke side, which is the side he would probably prefer to fall to, and he has this in already? I screwed up. I couldn't keep the baseball bat grip in. Now we fall to this side, and I do everything right. Kick the hook out. Don't do anything except hold this tight. Watch what happens, watch. Watch when I turn. So that's why I love falling to the underhook side. Wherever the finger's pointing is the safe side to get out of. If I fall to that side, I better make sure I have that baseball bat grip in, okay? And one last detail, if I happen to fall to this side, or he brings me to that side and I'm unable to get to that side, of course I said you can roll up and around and get to the other side, but if you can't, you're stuck here, all I'm doing is I'm holding this, I'm trying to do all the stuff I was doing, scrape, scrape, and I'm waiting for him to release. The second he releases, I'm pulling this over my head. Now everything else is the same. Back to the floor, turn into him. If he starts climbing up, hip up, push, go to half guard. Be careful on that choke side. That's all I'm gonna say. So yes, while getting your back taken, it's very scary, but if you know what I just showed you, if you drill this and you use the scraping method and the kicking the hook out method and protecting yourself, you're gonna be safe and you won't have to worry too much. You can take more risks because if you get your back taken, no big deal, you just escape and you stay safe. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.